Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is The Amateur, where we're here just to talk life, hobbies, politics, ideologies, what have you. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about the MBTI, the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator Test for personality, particularly when I took it, which was not too long ago. It was like maybe 2 days ago. I feel like I probably shoulda, coulda, woulda done this like live so we can get the results together, but it's whatever. But anyway, so there's a website called 16personalities.com, and they offer you a free test so you can see what personality you are based off the results, as long as you answer them honestly. So the only thing with these types of tests is that you have to be as brutally honest with yourself as you can be. So not try to put the answer of the person you want to be, but put the answer of what you feel in that moment as an accurate representation of what you feel, think, or do. So it does rely, as most psychological tests, relies on a lot of self-honesty and self-reflection. So it really depends, but I took the test and I took it. So my family is like super big on these things, and so I took it. My sister had requested for all four of us. I have three sisters, so the oldest one, she requested for us to take it. And at the time, I would think I was ISTJ, which is a logistician. That was about 4 years ago now. But as I've come to grow, and obviously I've stopped being so apathetic to the political climate, I've gotten more determined on what I want to do, which I think I've explained in previous videos, which is, I've said before that I'm now going into the clinical psychology realm. For me, it's because I see a need there for ration and logic, and obviously some Christianity, never hurt anybody. But I would like to provide those services. Like, we're in a mental crisis right now as a country, and anything that can be done to facilitate that, I would like to do and support. As well as for myself wanting to work with children, in adults, as far as to help them tackle that childhood trauma that's still permeates in their day-to-day adult life. To have like a help center for children, single mothers, not quite a pregnancy crisis, but just to facilitate that. I've spoken with some other people about getting that business into education as well, amongst other things. So I got a lot of goals and a lot of things that I want to do. I specifically just want to help people and make change. But all that being said, I recently took the personality test, and it turns out my new personality, I suppose, according to how I answered the questions, is an INFJ A. They added a letter at the end. I forget what it is, but I'm gonna read the quick blurb just so you can see, because I found it really interesting and a little bit relevant to how I now think, and I'm still continuing to grow and learn. But it says, the advocate is an INFJ. An advocate, INFJ, is someone with the introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging personality traits. They tend to approach life with deep thoughtfulness and imagination. Their inner vision, personal values, and a quiet, principled version of humanism guide them in all things. Advocates, INFJs, may be the rarest personality type of all, but they certainly leave their mark on the world. Idealistic and principled, they aren't content to coast through life. They want to stand up and make a difference. For advocate personalities, success doesn't come from money or status, but from seeking fulfillment, helping others, and being a force for good in the world, which is what I want to do. So it's pretty accurate, at least in that regard. While they have lofty goals and ambitions, advocates shouldn't be mistaken for idle dreamers. People with this personality type care about integrity, and they're rarely satisfied until they've done what they know to be right. Conscientiousness to the core, they move through life with a clear sense of their values, and they aim never to lose sight of what truly matters, not according to other people or society at large, but according to their own wisdom and intuition. And so I just took that, and I would encourage everyone to at least take the test if they can, just to kind of it helps, I don't know, it just kind of helps to see if what you think of yourself matches what other people think. But I think for how it describes myself, like, and this is something that people say is wrong with me. I don't like to put it like that, but they say that it's something that I need to work on, and it's like this need to be right. And it's just like, for me, I just see why it's wrong to want to be right. Like, I think you're supposed to want, you should want to be right. You should want to be doing the right things. You should be wanting to do what is good. You should be wanting to do what is the best or most optimal of all situations. Now, I'm not a perfectionist. I'm not a perfectionist. But I do expect the best out of myself. And when it comes to the workplace, I do tend to expect the best out of others. I don't try to set unreasonable standards and expectations, but like, you will meet the goal, because that is like, what else are we doing? But anyway, so people were saying that it was an issue that I need to be right, and it's not about me being right, but making sure that I understand what right is. And I don't think people will really distinguish that the way that I want them to. And I just thought that was interesting because I don't know. I just, obviously, the truth is very important, and what is right is important. Those things need to be in line. And if, for me, like, if they're not, it's a problem. And it's like, I like to know. Yeah. Learning is fun. Am I a nerd? Maybe just a little bit. But yeah, so just kind of, I don't know. I just thought that was interesting, and I just thought it was something to be, I don't know, I think especially towards the younger generation, to have them know that there's actually things about themselves outside of like sex and clothing and genders and like all these other things. And so I think it's I think it would be helpful if these types of tests, again, obviously these tests aren't foolproof. They are prone to errors and all these other things. And again, like, your personality will change and grow as you continue to mature and reflect on life and reflect on the things that you want and the things you want to do. But I think something like this would be beneficial for the youths, the Gen Zs, and the youngins, and even the older people, just to kind of have and reflect. I think something like this kind of helps you better understand who you're interacting with and whatnot. But I just thought it was interesting because of my personality, like how my personality has changed and grown. And as you can see, like, the things that I want to do kind of fit the mold. And so a testament of the accuracy of the MBTI. And again, go take the test if you just kind of want to learn a little bit more about yourself. But what the heck do I know? I'm just amateur, literally don't know anything. I know that I know nothing. That's Socrates, I believe. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.